Good evening, everyone. This is Sean from Urban Tactical Survival, coming to you with a tabletop review of a couple of items I picked up in the mail. They came within 2 or 3 days of each other. So this one came in yesterday, and this one is coming to me from Survival Hax. It's an online web page. Offers all kinds of survival instruments, things of various natures, all kinds of stuff on there. If you never seen any of the things, go onto Facebook and go visit Survival Hax. I ordered something from them, which was the ferrocerium rod, and it was a 4-piece unit. So I'm anxious to see and get my hands on it. So let's open this box up and take a closer look at it and see what it's all about. Like I said, this is the first time review. I have not opened this box yet, so it's a tabletop review, first time for you guys. So let's go in here and check it out. And packing slip, some bubble wrap, nothing that I could use out in the field. So, and here we go. This is your fire starter flint with waterproof tinder holder. There we go. There's the box it comes in. Let's open this up, take a closer look. So we all go out in the field, and we all have several items. You know, you want to go into the field, and when you're bushwhacking or camping or anything, in a survival situation, you always want to have more than one way to start a fire. You just don't go in there with one thing. One is none, two is one. So for me, I like to have maybe 3 or 4 different things that I can utilize to start a fire, because you never know. A lighter would be one of them. Ferrocerium rod would be another. And whatever tinder you might be able to carry with you. And here is the waterproof tinder holder. So nice little capsule. Screw it open here. And inside it does have some tinder. It looks like some dried up cotton or some paper of some sort, a waxy material. I guess you would take this and you bust it open, break it open into its finer fibers, and that would give you something to get a fire going. It does have a little O-ring, which makes the capsule waterproof. You screw it on, nice and tight, and there you have a watertight, waterproof capsule that's holding you some tinder in there to get your fire going. And for the nice square braid, it's a square braided paracord. I'm not sure on the length of the paracord. Didn't say that in the box. 6-inch fire starter flint, waterproof tinder. It doesn't tell you the length of the paracord. So when you unravel this, I'm not sure what the length may be. Maybe 6 feet of paracord. But a nice size ferro rod. There you go, 6 inches by 1/3 in diameter. 6-inch ferro rod, nice size. You also have the striker, which, you know, traditional striker. I've seen these many times with other setups. This striker works very well, so you could use your knife. You know, hopefully you have a knife that has a 90-degree square edge on it, on the back of the knife you can use. But these, I've used these before, and they've worked very well. You know, I have no problem with those. And here we have the whistle, a survival whistle. Oh, that's very sharp. That's a very sharp sounding whistle. So it gives you something to notify and let someone that may be in the area, if you get lost or you're stranded or you may get hurt and you can't get out and you're suffering from some type of injury and you want people to know where you are. So the whistle is a good safety and survival piece of equipment that you could use to notify people in the wild or wherever you are that you are there. Hey, I'm here. I'm over here. Please come get me. So, very loud whistle. The paracord. It's a nice little square braided. I remember doing these when I was in the Boy Scouts. These braids, these particular type of braids. It consists of four strands, four pieces of paracord, and you braid them over in a square braid. That's a nice little piece of paracord there. You can use many uses for this. You can use the inside strands for tinder. So you have multiple uses for this, the paracord. And then the ferrocerium rod. Now, as with all ferrocerium rods, you do have a black coating that you must scrape off. So this rod will not work until you scrape off the black coating. And once you do, you scrape off down to the rod itself, and then you're in good. You're good to go. You get your fire going. You get your sparks going with this. But this is a nice little ferro rod. I'm happy with this unit. And again, it comes from Survival Hax. It's their fire starter flint and waterproof tinder holder. You got 4 pieces: the whistle, the striker, the paracord, ferrocerium rod, and the waterproof tinder holder. I really like the waterproof tinder holder because then you can store in there. Not only you don't necessarily have to store what this came with. You can also put balls of cotton with Vaseline in here. That's a good fire starter material. Lint from your dryers. That's a good fire starting material. Wet tinder. The wet tinder blocks, you break them up and put them in here. So whatever that you might want to, you feel comfortable carrying, you know, that works for you. Whatever works for you, you can stick in here and you can keep it with you. Okay, I plan on sticking these together. I don't know why they came separate, but here I'm going to just marry them together here. Put it on here so I'll have them and won't get it lost. The wet tinder container. I'll just stick it on here. That way, there. Now all 4 pieces are together and I won't lose those. And I plan to put these into my main pack. So this will go with me wherever I go. Okay. My fire lay is have more than 1 piece of fire starting material. Cigarette lighter, your ferrocerium rod, and of course the skills and knowledge you use and you've gained working with flint and steel or bow drills. Okay, these things you can utilize in the field and will work to your advantage and help you sustain a fire and get one going. And then of course the skill level that you have can sustain that fire. So there we have it. This is the Survival Hax. That's HAX. Fire starter flint and waterproof tinder holder. So it's a great little item to put into your bag. Anything that's going to increase your survivability in the field in a SHFT scenario is greatly appreciated, and definitely I would be using. So to survive, how to utilize it all. So stay tuned. I'll come back with the other box that comes from, let me see, where's this coming from? Wise Foods. So we'll open that box up and we'll take a look at what they have in there to offer. Stay tuned and I'll be back with that. Hello, I'm back with the second box that I received within days of each other coming in. The first one was on Survival Hax, the Survival Fire Starter Kit. This one is from Wise Foods. Now, going out bushwhacking or camping, you're limited to amount of supplies and food that you can carry. It's all about saving time and saving weight in your backpack. So one of the best ways that I found to take food with me, you can, of course, and I've done this before when I've gone out into the field and I've gone camping. I've just prepared food the night before of various things, rice, I've seasoned meats, you know, Best thing to do is, if you can freeze these things the night before, put them in a nice tight waterproof container to retain the temperature of the freeze temperature, the cold temperature within the package, and it stays a lot longer, because sometimes you get to a trailhead, you got maybe a 2 or 3 mile hike, and you don't want that food defrosting quicker than you can use it up. So the other alternative to taking food out into the field would be packaged foods such as Wise. I've used this before. I've eaten their foods before. They're very good packages. And Mountain House, and of course you can go with your old military MREs. Those are things you can find at any survival store, any backpacking store, Army Navy store. You can find them. They're readily available, and they're great sources of food. They're very good. I've taken them out and I've eaten them, and they've filled me up many nights. Wise Foods offers a very wide selection of different types of foods for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, desserts, and vegetables. And anybody familiar with these types of foods, and you've seen their foods and their advertisements, know that Wise is a very big company. They offer all kinds of stuff in buckets. You can get anything anywhere from a 72-hour kit to a 5-day kit or 5-week kit. And these items last very long. They last for years. I'm going to open up this box. I'm going to show the 72-hour kit. Now, this is a great addition to your bug out bag, because you're going to set your bug out bag for a 72-hour period if you had to bug out from your safe location. Hopefully you never have to come to that. The thing that you want to do is bug in. You want to bug into your location, because there is usually where you have all your supplies, everything that you do need, and you're very comfortable. You have all your family together, and there is where you're very comfortable. Everything you need, it will be right there. But in times of great stress, and when the shit really hits the fan, it may be times where you have to leave that area. You have to leave your bug out spot. You have to leave your home base. So you grab your 72-hour bag. Hopefully you packed for 72 hours, because that's usually the normal period it takes for anyone to get from point A to point B, and to find some safe rescues. And you pack enough in your bag to last you at least for 72 hours, or maybe even more. So without further ado, let's open this box up and take a close look at what they got to offer. I did go on their website, Wise Foods. They have a great selection of food items in there. I'm pretty sure people you've heard of them, and I'm very happy with them. I've eaten their stuff before. Okay, so in here we've got their catalog, okay, which offers all kinds of different kits, from stocking up kits, starter kits, freeze-dried vegetables, milk and eggs, survival backpacks, okay, water storage, filtration. You got all kinds of things. Wise offers it all across the gamut. So if you're looking and you're into this type of stuff for your camping or survival situations, Wise is a good company to go to. They offer all kinds of stuff at very reasonable prices, and the food is not it's not what you think it is. It's very good tasting food. Now for me, I like to add a little bit of my own flavor, so I do take my own seasonings with me. So I just add a little bit to it, and then it's just like eating something you cooked out the kitchen. You just add water. That's what makes it so versatile, because they come in freeze-dried packages. You just add hot water. That's it. And you're eating a meal. You think if you did it with your eyes closed and somebody prepared it for you, you thought you ate it right out the kitchen. Just freeze-dried. So it's a very good company. They offer all kinds of stuff that you can order out the catalog. I'm glad they sent this catalog. Now, mind you, Wise Foods is not paying me to endorse any of these products. I'm endorsing them because I've used them before, and I hadn't ordered a large quantity of their foods until now. I went into several camping and supply stores and I picked up their foods, but they're not I am not getting paid for this. So Wise Foods would be happy to know that I'm endorsing their stuff. It's very good. So this is comes along. Here's the packing list. 72-hour emergency food supply box. So this box, let's take it out of the box. Okay. All right. Let's get the bigger box out the way. So here we go. This box is a 72-hour box for one person. One person, grab this box. This is theirs for 72 hours. And it comes with 34 total servings per pack. 72 hours, 3 servings per day. So you got 3 servings per day for 72 hours in this box for one person. And that goes, you got apple cinnamon cereal. You got Southwest, this one comes with Southwest beans, chicken flavored noodles, brown sugar maple, and creamy pasta veggie meal here. And the whey milk, powdered whey milk. So for a 72-hour stretch in a SHFT, let's open this up and take a look at some of the packs in there. One person can survive. Here we have a creamy vegetable pasta. Now this is one serving. This is for one person. So this is enough to sustain one person on the move for 72 hours. There you go. That's the creamy vegetable pasta. Okay, Southwest bean and rice. And again, all of these things, all these items, they're just add hot water to it. That's it. You set up your campsite and you add hot water to your meals, and then you're good to go. Apple cinnamon, a cereal. Okay, good for in the morning. And here you go, your whey milk, an alternative milk source. It's come in dry powdered form. Just add water. I wouldn't add hot water to this, but that's all it is. You just add water. Then you got a brown sugar maple grain cereal. And last but not least, a noodle soup. Noodle soup. So there you have it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags, various entrees for 72 hours, one person. So if you had to go, run out the house and bug out. Of course, I would not try to put this box with all the contents into my backpack or my go bag. Yeah, I would take all these bags out and fit them down. They're flat and they would fit nice and easy in pockets in my go bag. So this for 72 hours, good to go. Wise Foods. They have all sorts of other things. They send out this brochure. Gives you all kinds of things. They come in bucket sizes. Okay, you got meat, fruits, and vegetables that you can buy. You even have starter kits, stoves, lanterns. It's a great company to buy for. Water purifying systems. Okay, emergency systems, first aid. So I strongly advise you looking into getting an emergency kit such as this one. This one's for one person. It would be to your benefit. Certainly not a disadvantage, because, you know, I can't see anybody being at a disadvantage with something like this in their backpack. And it's just for 72 hours. I'm pretty sure in any location that you are, in any region of the U.S. that you happen to be in, you can get to a safe location within a 72-hour period. You don't want to sit around and wait for them, because in a SHFT scenario, the emergency personnel may not be able to get to your area in time to take care of you. So it's up to you. It's your personal, survival is your personal thing. It's something that you have to take in consideration and you have to take an ownership in. So you have to get out and make your way to a safe location. And in the area that I live in, firehouses are with arm's distance away, but they won't be able to get to you. Roads may be blocked. due to rioting, cars, people running cars into each other. It's a whole gamut of things that could take place that you want to get away from. So take these and pack them into your backpack, in your 72-hour pack, your go bag, whatever size that may be. That's up to you. It's a personal preference thing on what size you would like to carry in a go bag. Okay, you take what you can. Okay, so you can get out and get to a safe location. And hopefully you can do that under a 72-hour period. Okay, because if you haven't packed and enough supplies to sustain you past the 72-hour period, you may run into trouble trying to survive and eat. So, Wise Foods. Take a look at them. Check out their website. I'm pretty sure there's something on their website that you can benefit from. They got all kinds of kits, from food to emergency situations, emergency equipment, all kinds of stuff. Take a look at them. I'm sure you'd be happy with them. And again, remember, Wise did not pay me, so I'm endorsing these out of my goodness of my heart and from experience in working with them. I've eaten Mountain House foods, I've eaten MREs, and there's nothing wrong with them. They have taken care of me, and I have survived with those food items. So it's a good source of survival nutrition in the field if you had to. And in a SHFT, you can't be choosy. You got to grab what you can so you can survive and get out. So this is Sean from Urban Tactical Survival. Once again, remember, now is the time to survive. Now is the time to prepare. And remember to always check your six. Till the next time, I'll take these items out into the field and I'll bring you a field review of all these items I've just gotten. And the Mountain House, the Wise, and the Survival Hax fire starter and a paracord and whistle. So I'll bring all this out to you in a field review. So until then, take care, get out and enjoy the woods.